This thing is a really, 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 really delicate matter. But it is what it is. We are where we are. I don't know how we frown on homosexuality, but as usual, because of the kind of politics we do, we've allowed our passion to override our reasoning. I've seen a video where the promoter of this bill, Sam George, said in 2015 that there is no need to even discuss gay rights because there are more important issues to talk about. Sasa, when was that video? No?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So what changed?
I've seen it. Kwame, the question we there. Many pages Sam George will be there to answer.
Kwame, I support the bill. Those thinking Ghana has important pressing needs, so Parliament shouldn't focus on this. My question to them is, if it's not important, why are they also trying to impose it on us to the extent of opening offices in Ghana? They have brought this on themselves. Ghana will not sit down for gay offices to be opened right here in our country. Leo. Enti ana rasta sina akan no e push back na manabanesa. My question is, if gayism has been in existence since time immemorial, did God ever like or appreciate it? Well, from the Bible point of view, no, because of Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
I support the bill, however, I'm coming to the understanding of some of the aspects in the law. Let's keep the discussion going. Kwejo Safo the Baba, a Kofodia, who sends that one? We send thieves, we smokers, to prison, but we don't think of the outcome. Why is gay a problem? Charles Osei Mensah, Kumasi Technical Institute. Okay. We're a country made up of Christian, Muslim, and traditional. All these groups disagree with gays. And Kuma Foster, our Fosse Ayribiachiman, sir. Okay. Chairman General, there are many well-known LGBTQ individuals across various fields. You mentioned some names here, but I'll leave it now. But you say LGBT representation spans entertainment, politics, sports, and more. Vespa, Adas FM, Ken Tampo, NAD, and Obai. My question is the same. So what do we do? I feel bad about the way Africans are being pushed about this gayism. The problem is this will bring about a pandemic. Kwame Atta in Medina sends that one. What do you also think? Ain't it really a bit deterrent enough?
Yeah, Kwame, I think for me, the discussion about this bill in Parliament and then the general discussion obviously has sent a certain message to Obi or gay and now practicing this particular. He said, Minia, this thing, we just simply don't like it as a country or as a people. The culture does not accept it. I think the one thing that I feel that this bill, it may achieve the power. I say, hey, gentlemen, Mr. Remo, untimi Emma Ghana, so be office, we gay, who person feel cool around there becoming. I think this has sent a certain be around for everybody to know, say, as a country, the cultural, and accepted that is very important. Of course, Kwame, Ghana will robbery. I'm not sure say no so I stop armed robbery or anything. So obviously, it means all the people who are gays and all the people who are in this practice. What is important is Kwame, at least for the past 3 years, this discussion about gayism, has sent a signal to everybody who is involved in this kind of practice. They say, as a people, our cultural values do not support what we are doing. Kwame.
Mean kind bill, no. Bad question. Ain't he? Yeah, it's radio show. I do home commerce. Say we are promoting something.
Kwame, we are advocating and educating people. I'm not sure there's a difference who advocating for it. I'm not sure better now our discussion is gay papa Ye mo kwan no mo office. Ye nye mo kwan no mo ntimi kisi wabon. That's not what we are doing.
Yeah.
What we are doing is rather throwing more light on issues by doing the discussion, the consideration of the bill, and in the implications. In the grammar, I think say what you are doing here is not necessarily promoting gayism, but rather educating people, more insight.
Yeah, dream. And yeah, Buamanko 40 years.
That's right. Yeah, dream.
Inti Ebian can call for ne charge ne biobisu si o. Media many bill ne nyajene. Me gidi say a human rights issue. A matter of choice. No, not just as a old promoter.
Also making an argument.
A matter of choice. Is it black and white or there's a gray area that we have to be careful about?
Choice will be our choice. But choice now one so say has some limitations. Untimin kasa our choice into you can do anything, anytime, anyhow. You live in a society, the kind of values as a country. Yeah, Ghana. And so we should know what has brought us this far. On the basis say choice. And I say right. It's a choice. It's a choice to steal. Everybody has a choice. It's a choice to steal. They said that my choice is to steal. Say if I can phone in that way, my choice is to steal your phone. But so who say your choice has a limitation. You cannot say more rights. I say it's my choice. Some person we are the some go no. Until I'm raw until values until previous practice say the bear will guide or choice now one. Obi anka say only choice. But that choice must be guided in the context of where you live, where you come from, how you've been brought up, and that choice must be situated within that context. Somebody can make that argument.
Obi or say the situation is critical. We are in this as Africans because we have not conducted ourselves well in terms of managing our natural resources and financing. Can the West tell any of the Islamic countries this? No, because they don't depend on them. I don't envy the president at all at this time. What do you think?
Kwame, it's a very good argument. Kwame said, the Arab countries, no, you can't even. It's a crime war crime. It's punishable by death. Saudi Arabia, all these oil-rich countries, they don't practice gayism. It is not allowed. But I didn't think pressure any or more to say yes. It's because the economic condition is totally different from the air war. And to be argument to making the Kwame sound, I don't have any problem with that. Because Minyashua say the World Bank can go to Saudi Arabia and say because unye gay had the amount of funding. Really, almost one probably they have rather even loaned some to the West. Yes, a bit my argue say said the boy brought over the years, no. And now man abanasa. But Kwame, I know there is a sound argument to make. Somebody can say that, but of course, Arab countries, Kwame, you dare not, Kwame. You dare not. You know, you go cut a World Cup, Kwame. The alcohol crap, and they allowed a section to take alcohol because that is their law, that is their values. Almost say, they don't take alcohol. They are Muslims. They are strict Muslims. I'm going to take alcohol. You can't do this. If you want to live in their country, abide by their rules. But yes, situation Kobani say, yes, abide by our rules. But you don't have the means to even manage the economy. It's indefinite. Once I will come home, they are in a more superior position to impose certain things on you. Kwame, that argument is true.
Kwame, this is to our religious leaders. If religion is a basis for advocating for this bill, then they must also push for a law against adultery, because adultery is actually the 7th commandment. Having said that, what's happening is a backlash against Western cultural imperialism and is rather hurting the very people they want to protect with their aggressive advocacy. Our approach in Ghana for years has been, quote, don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell. MP, finally.
Yeah, finally, Kwame. Yes, Bill, no, you pass it.
Maybe. On the LGBT conversation, Chairman General, good morning. I humbly want to ask, is Ghana ratifying a convention we have already signed with a global body, or our parliament being proactive? Can anyone explain to me why the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs or Gender of Women and Children was changed to the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection? Gender and social protection. Think about it. Gender in the LGBT world means a lot of things. Don't we know our various genders already? So which gender are we talking about here? Think about the social protection as well. Nana dakwa ena ode eno ebae. Well, interesting conversation. And then let's see. One, two. Yes, MPUC bill na pass it.
I'm happy to say there are further discussions. Course say sure say other places, so the discussions are ongoing. Now I'm sure say the president I could know every parliament I could know, and I'm sure the lawyers also advise on the implications of it. It will be our right to challenge some aspect of the bill. Said the media the minimum say as a country, the cultural values generally do not accept that practice. But of course, what Shemra so I say what Shemra enkofa assembly for Emma going forward. And I'm sure say as we continue the discussion, by the time President Memu be back from the presidency, you're sure say now there've been some common ground that if there's a need for a further discussion on the bill, on some aspect of the bill, sure say
are you preparing our minds for something? Because we say say obeside about parliament.
Parliament there are two things. So we sent it to it. Now I feel him say it's law, and now say he will give reasons for why he's not assenting to it now. And also in Chile Kwame, he support gayism, Debbie. Maybe there's some aspect of it, or feel say it breaches some aspect of our own major constitution. Discussions are quite a bit about Parliament, and yet we are not sacrosanct. We also make mistakes. So if a presidency to me identifies some mistakes, why not? I'm sure so we can have a discussion about it, Kwame.
Be say you. What is your position? What is your position? Well, what's my position? Well, polygamy, more side chicks must be accepted in order to reduce. I'm awful. What is my position? I think we should have a dispassionate conversation. Ma. Esan say akwa sorry nti. Esan say wait to say nti. Na dia ho prepare akwa akoye. Because ask yourself, what if your son says he's gay?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What if your son Obabema?
Yeah.
Or showing him and I say, or you should be a dear who say, baby off in here. As a parent, what do you do? Oh, those are the scary things. I don't know. Yes, I'm raining now. Because you see a bit dear homo now. You see a bit dear son, you're warm. But Bema pa dear Charlie, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So we have criminalized that. Anyway. Yanshania Oman Edebaba. Okay, Oman Penny Debaba. Na Air.
Kwame, the All Africa Games started this Friday.
Yeah.
On the 8th.
Friday,
and you expect about 5,000 athletes. Almost 3,000 volunteers.
Almost a total of about 13,000.
Yes. Na Kwame, me call Boteman.
Okay.
Eko share ho. Na our appeal to obi bia obi nyamre bia enko fa ho. I say about aban no abaso. It's a very beautiful edifice, Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
My bumpire said the maintenance culture, no. You be happy a game now. You keep it that particular facility. You know, me was sports committee of parliament. Me call Legon. I call share Legon Stadium. No so. Kwame. Very beautiful structure. That Abaynes was also the sports minister and then a pamphlet. I think they've done a yeoman's job. I mean, last year, na committee share. No, I mean, at a point in time, we were all very worried because near feel say maybe under construction. We're not too sure. Say on bit me, but they've done a fantastic job to have completed the whole thing on time. Yeah, they share your program. Yes, UG. After 75 years, Kwame, now there's a very beautiful sports stadium. I say rugby stadium. So, you know, the first time in Ghana's history, all Africa Games, yeah, a friend, the African Olympics, no. And Ghana phone, you know, I say, you troop it to the state, the various stadia. Now, you can support it, the athletes. It's going to be a very, very interesting and beautiful program. Kwame, yeah, the woman, you know,
my biggest problem. Maintenance.
Maintenance. I think Legon, I think afterwards to be handed over to the University of Ghana. Knowing University of Ghana, I'm sure say they should be able to maintain it. The sports directorate, no, should be able to look after it very well for us.
I wish you.
After 75 years, Nyamaya Wadom Mabaya Besi such an ultra modern facility. I'm on say when Kwame to be problematic.
Well, let's see how it goes. Obviously, then Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. Can you name one MP who was against the bill? The MPs are representatives of the people and therefore majority of Ghanaians support the bill. If those against the bill want, they should do a referendum. Has the flag bearer of the MPP stated his position on the matter? Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. And then...
The flag bearer is a Muslim.
Yeah. Well, publicly he hasn't said anything. Chairman General, what if the sponsorship, promotion, and the loud advocacy on this bill was to serve as an adjunct provocateur? James Kwabena Bonfe, aka Dr. Kabila. And I didn't know about him. Keep the conversation going. And let's see how it goes. As Honorable Rasta Kayen Chairman Penny na on fan drink chambra. Or the buy be.
That's right.
And we'll see how it goes. 25 minutes to 11. I guess we can wrap up this morning's edition. On the UGM Stadium matter. I see. Me dria pobi on stadium no dey remember. And sana you better pay up no. Nah. Anyway. Yeah, hanya easy but say easy stadium timetable.
Yes.
Finally.
September 9th to 13th nominations. And September 24th on my balloting for the positions on the ballot paper.
Okay.
Yes, I'm told somewhere in May, some limited registration. More went to me annual registration last year. It's another opportunity for them. More 10, 18 within this period. No, so it's an opportunity for them to register.
Couscous in Asokwa says, KSK, train up a child the way he should grow. Were you trained to marry another man? Couscous in Asokwa, no, I wasn't. But opinion you come can ask him. Osun wa kwala boneda. ɛyɛ also ni makwala tete ama utie ye na wo men na turn out in a certain right direction ɛyɛ no ɛda nyame ase o ka se awofo na amoma ɛyɛ saa no o ka se ɛyɛ omode o ka se ɛyɛ omode ɔho ebia man training bia wo wiasim but ono so part of kind of fast no nti it is not that simple. Oh, Robert from Spintex Road. Chairman General, let me digress. Most of our traffic lights are not working, including Okponglu or Pebia. We have visitors for the games and we need to fix this. Robert, I mentioned this thing last Thursday. Because Chairman said, "You're my here in the traffic light in Cajon." Na Anopa, and you may. When I'm 37, hospital, lighting in Yajuma, Okponglu, Opebia, American House, name it. Be just your beautiful lens is here. Something as basic in road management, road traffic management as traffic lights. In Yajuma Ghana. Okay, Brian Wejai. Because, okay. Okay, so they are sending me or say Electoral Commission. Okay, comments I made say Electoral Commission or say 1st April to May 26. Public education on the voter registration exercise. May 7 to 27 voter registration. May 30 nationwide exercise to replace missing voter ID cards. July 9 to 18 submission of provisional voters register to political parties. July 15 to 24 exhibition of the voter register. August 30 to September 5 submission of final voter register to political parties. Hey, September 9 to 13 on our Rasta nomination of candidates for presidential and parliamentary elections. September 23 balloting for positions on the presidential ballot paper. September 24 balloting for parliamentary positions. December 2 special voting. December 7 main election. Within 3 days of December 7, expected declaration of presidential results. Within 3 days, into by 10th of September. Okay. Where the traffic was and snatch and sent to come out and really. Oh. Just sorry, Evander, come on, oh boy.
Sharp.
When is a Muka Huntina Legon Muni Stadium?
I didn't patch your camera.
When is that?
Okay.
Some guys say me Drea Pobi our Lagos Stadium.
Vandal say they go.
Monam cause a problem.
Problem me go.
Okay. There was something called the Jelco Cup. A trophy. So sometime in 1969 or 70 thereabouts, Prime Minister Kofi Abrefa-Buzia, meaning he was present at Legon during an inter-hall games, a football match. The Vandals were losing the match. They went to the high table before the end of the match, snatched the trophy.
That's right.
And sent it to Commonwealth Hall.
That's all.
In a relay into where the man we know with the answer at the end. I about body in you.
That's all.
Okay. At the time, no, I'm say UAC had promised University of Ghana say ABC Stadium, mamamu. Time as that trophy, as you see, no more council sponsorship. No?
I mean, Vandals, we don't lose a match.
Nah, interestingly, no. Vanda no D and Nimu. I mean, yes, I do. Obey Minister of Ghana, how? Me modding. But I'm sure say Vandals, you know, teaching him penny for Kakan. Oh, my name's our story. Into Mokaho.
Oh, Kwame. Vandals, you lose so much.
Now, lose so much. I didn't go your trophy.
I'm your captain of the Commonwealth team.
I
was the captain of the Commonwealth team. Now, matches here, okay, you're not Sabah and the about those matches. You're not Sabah for. Tough match. Kwame, it says I make one match be a bona. you lose one. Na ka be 5 minutes ko pon. Kwame, I was in the game, na me Bobby.
Okay.
Me failed. Na ye nya ball na ye de ko. He said this is our last chance.
Yeah.
See, I remember very well. Boy, in ring why ye kwa cross it.
Yeah.
Now your striker was slightly offside. Now when Kwame, ye ball na say ye ya pon. Na park no ye ketwa.
Yeah, someone for back park.
So the Vandals keep coming. It what you are no more 10. Hey, Rasta, he left 3 minutes. Oh, it. Kwame ye ball na referee no linesman no. Or be ma. Nensa so say
offside.
Once obi so say master, hey. One fight two. Let me tell the point. Go.
Hey, yapon. Just say 1-1.
1-1. Now we are Koshego now be my flag so.
But we any paboni for. Moka huntina. Lego Enya Stadium ABC Samri. Yes, trophy ni show. Into mo hwa dem so mbelusu. Eti papa penye na obe papa penye wa Ghana here me boni din abe nwanwai. Or tam trophy no dia ma we na ko. Yes, eventually trophy could pay come out.
Yes. Trophy dia.
Professor Joseph Osafo and unfortunately went to me amba. But ode krate bia brain. Chairman General, nations have always set boundaries for what constitutes values. But values can change over a period of time due to various factors, such as societal influences, personal experiences, and cultural shifts. Ghana is simply saying that at the present, it cannot support everything about LGBTQ++. Chairman General, Royal Brunei doesn't serve or allow passengers to consume alcohol in flight. Maybe in the future, they may change that. In Singapore, for example, you cannot chew gum and leave it in the open. You will get a hefty fine. In Japan, tipping generally isn't expected. You don't tip people in Japan. It may even cause confusion. Maybe in the future, they will change it. Throughout history, the attitude towards homosexuality in the Western world has varied greatly. In some periods, it had been stigmatized and even criminalized, whilst in others, it has been most accepted and celebrated. Today, many countries in the Western world have legalized same-sex marriage and have anti-discrimination laws in place to protect LGBTQ+ individuals. We have to approach this issue with compassion, but those who want to also impose their values on us must equally understand the pushback. Professor Joseph Osafo. Interesting.
I mean, Vandals they fair frame you. Of course, bad. Who be a phone? Yeah, how better?
Say a stadium national.
Stadium national.
I'm me person me boy papa ni din, but Vandals ni phone you know himself story. And you mean I'm a manufactured story. It actually happened. Another one. Why should Vandals lose a match?
How?
We are the colonial masters, and we have to win all competitions, including academics.
We have to win.
Senior YB and Ponsa. One of the most popular chief Vandals, Egbert Isaac Papa Fable.
That's right. Yeah.
I see truth stands.
Truth stands. Yeah.
Say Mumoto no.
Truth stands.
And no one watch it. I see truth stands. Say on comment on Bibia. I see truth stands.
See, I agree to you.
I remember, guys, you are here. Truth stands. This one says, under the present bill, if your relation is suspected of being gay, you are under obligation to report them. It's the same way. What do you say about that? Well, me de mejanes nah, I leave it to. We Legon Vandals are like, if you miss the ball, don't miss the man. Bobby Big Boss teacher Mante. Don't assent to LGBTQ plus bill. Finance Ministry tells a Kufuado. Can you?
Finance Ministry.
Migusu Dichrahe. I want to be sure that it's a correct. Kwame, I like what you just said. If your children turn out right, it doesn't mean you did something special. By the way, who's that vandal stealing? Who's that trophy stealing vandal minister? Oh! Those who know the story know the story. Okay. It's being reported now. Finance Ministry. Don't assent to anti-LGBT plus bill. Finance Ministry to President. The Ministry of Finance has urged President Akufo-Addo to refrain from signing the recently passed anti-LGBTQ law into law. In a press release Monday, okay, I'm on the press release about Mensanka press release nibiye, but ubi mami details not of a story biya. Let me say so the press release has come. I'm just scouting around me. Say menye biya. Say menye bi just before I be pon me kind na amanfo ehu say 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, I don't have a copy yet. Let's see if I'll find it here. 12 minutes to the top of the hour. 12 minutes to 11 in the morning. Peace 104.3. Okay, Finance Ministry. Okay. Me who said press release be about out yet. Nia me who ni enya me kan ma no. A church senior sikasem no. But okay. Recommendations of Finance Ministry by just one, or say HE the President may have to defer assenting to the bill until the court rules on the legal issues tabled by key national stakeholders. And no ewaha. Okay. Well, we'll leave it here for now.
I mean, whose statement? I think in the course of a year, I've not seen it.
Nyame kai ma no.
Who can say we release this statement?
Debbie. Nyame kai no.
Okay.
Only copy on.
Debbie.
Okay, ma send a copy. Na me sure say it be a piece of website and other portals as well. There's the implications of the anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Anyway, on our you know Canadian chatron.
Medasi. Of course, since the announcement, this is the first time I'm here.
Exactly.
I'll take the opportunity, no matter the president has for the opportunity to serve in his government. Of course, the constituents, if you just for giving me the opportunity, me represent you more in Parliament, and of course, giving me another opportunity to be on the ballot after a primaries in January.
So we need primaries now. Okay.
Now, come here. I say, "Oh, bad yeah."
We think what?
We did that. It's me the massive power for the opportunity. Next week, Monday, Nyame Adomo, we are sure we'll go through the vetting process and then we can start work. That's it.
In Tibet, who vetting Monday? And then now you prepare. Now see TV soon. We wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
10 to 11, opinion in Natural Commander Collins Adumako Mensa, AK Honorable Rasta, MP Efija North, and Etienne can say, Omanpenny Atonsa friend
said, it took another vandal, Professor Asenso, to start the Legon Stadium in 2004.
Yes, because he was trying to right the wrong. But he was trying to right the wrong. Most stopping and one must start here. But Peace 104.3.